Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights of today's Demacia Cup matchup.
TT probably just going to be happy in the knowledge that they got themselves those early triple grubs and that they can move into the remainder of this early game with all of these funky lane swaps.
5 players. But right now, things are looking very, very solid for a team that was not expected to win their group, not expected to be here in the quarterfinals.
Go and catch some farm in, but they want to keep getting gold onto this Ashe. Make sure that 1xN is constantly getting gold.
You know, you could argue he was borderline top half. You know, some people could rate him even higher depending on what your expectations of him were or what you thought of him. Playing very well so far in this game, getting him a lead for himself. Who's not in a good spot right now is Hoya, who's able to clear out the whole wave, but we could finally see our first kill. It is going to go to LNG. The teleport from Zika confirms the kill as Hoya goes down first of the quarterfinal.
Well, so maybe able to break open or at least get some good chunk damage down on that top side. It's not going to be without a response. The TP down into that bot lane costing them a little bit is now Keeper's verdict.
Ishwan in trouble. Oh, the hook doesn't land there from Zhuo though. Meanwhile, on the top side, in the bottom side, that turret will be taken down. Mid lane tier 1, still a little bit away from dying. They send Satab around to the Raptor pit to make sure that Thundertalk are reinforced. This next wave, they're going to try to break open this mid lane. A lot of priority could be available for Thundertalk, and they will be able to get it. Question is, will they be able to escape? Zhuo has flash. Easy target could be Feather, but he gets locked up instead. There comes the Shockwave, and Zhuo has to flash away defensively, and the arrow barely connects, or barely. Replacing Scout on this team from last split. Has a full kill on the Azir, up about 1,000 gold. Now going to get targeted here by Hoya, but is joined by Weiwei, and immediately Hoya flashes away. That was a very respectful flash, but it's worth it because Thundertalk take the bot tier 1.
Versus 5. It's going to be around this third dragon with everybody posturing to look for it.
LNG with Prio to start things off, but Zhuo already getting hit up by the arrow. A nice two-man Keeper's verdict knocks up Weiwei and takes the LNG jungler down 3-0 in favor of Thundertalk as they get the fight. Zika gonna try to make a response onto Satab as the equalizer comes down over the top of TT, but will not be able to find a kill. Zika has to flash away, flashing in the wrong direction. Feather with a really nice handshake, and Hoya able to tank up as much.
It's gonna go down!
Zika will get 1 kill in response, and 1xN will trade it back. Now here comes Haichao, able to take down 1xN and make it at least a reasonable trade in terms of kills for LNG. Still has a lot of health, not a ton of mana right now, and is still on the opposite side of the map with a big old Galio chasing him down. 3v1 in the bot side right now in favor of TT. Question is, can Haichao get away from this one?
He's just playing Vision.
Yes. And now here comes Zhuo, Satab, all of a sudden under pressure. Gets the command, protect. There comes the attack.
That is going to be quite scary as Haichao will pick up this tier 1 turret. It's been escorted by Weiwei and Zhuo. This is again more gold funneled into the Azir. The Galio could find him itself in a little bit of trouble. Haichao now the focus. TT.
Another arrow coming out, finding the stun onto Haichao as well as the handshake. Looks like the Shurima shuffle so far, but a nice stun into the wall here by Beishwan. The Sun Disc comes up, but I don't think that's enough to save him in a 1v4. That's a big shutdown onto the head of Satab.
And but 30 seconds on the death timer. Now LNG, they've got the pick, they've got the Blitzcrank, and the equalizer in the pick can be tricky.
They send the teleport from Hoya directly into the pit, so no opportunity for a flank. Hook immediately, though, lands on a Feather, who is able to flash away. The bailout should be able to keep him alive for a little bit, but eventually he will tick down. That is 1 kill, and now a 4v4 has opened up with Haichao spawning with TP in 10 seconds. Now Thundertalk on the wrong side.
They don't have a turret here.
Away from the rocket grab. Zika does not have the equalizer, but has a good amount of heat. Is in on a flank. Teleport comes in. Thundertalk might have bit off a little bit more than they could chew. Haichao! He gets 1 shot before he goes any bit of damage, but the damage has been done on the other side for LNG. They get 2. Hoya stuck in a 1v4, and he will fall as well. LNG punch back, and the Baron attempt from TT goes awry.
Completely around this pit. Back doesn't have the hostile takeover, but a 2v3 against a Baron as well.
Yeah. It's so hard to fight Zika though right now. That Flame Spitter is doing so much. Woe coming in as well. The Electro Harpoon, the Sun Feather, and it will be a kill, but the Baron not going to be taken. Photic was just way too low, and that Dragon already spawning.
Easy to try and take down. Hostile takeover is completely dodged, and then they're just corralled into the top side. The Satab's already dead.
Yeah, nice pick. It must have been Haichao and Zhuo collaborating on that one. Keeper's verdict preventing it from getting worse.
They both use their ultis and they counteract one. The flank mark for Zika. Haichao flashes.
Arrow goes wide, but there's not a ton of damage now on ThunderTalk, especially with Satab dead. They initially go onto Weiwei, who has to flash away, and now it's going to be Zika in some trouble here. Gets onto the wrong side of things, and it will be 1xN picking up that kill. No top laner now, down for LNG. That
Lower
dragon.
stakes, LNG more than happy to sacrifice this for what was, again, a little bit of a misstep around that Baron. This time it's Zika who gets just a little bit too close for comfort. And the issue when you're playing, already really penned into one specific area, so finding a Blitzcrank hook, not the hardest thing in the world, and we're just seeing this back and forth.
Goes on to Zhuo. He can't get away from this one as a lot of damage comes through. Shockwave as well as Hoya getting on top.
One of the tools gone, right? The Blitzcrank isn't there anymore, but there's still Azir poking at you, Varus poking at you, Rumble ulti over the top.
Gets singled out by Weiwei, has to flash away. Now Photic in some trouble as well. Haichao doing so much damage though in this Baron pit. Already Satab taken very low. The Baron will be secured here by the Poppy. Will the damage from LNG though be enough? Haichao has to flash away. The shifting sand sealed, barely keeping him alive. Meanwhile on the other side of the fight, Zika has arrived, has the Conqueror proc, picks up 2 kills. It'll be a fight won for LNG in response to that Baron being taken, and it comes off for their veteran Zika, who gets himself a triple kill in the pit.
They get the Baron, but it costs them everything. Satab slammed into the wall as well.
And here comes Viego, baby. That's an ace here for LNG as they take control of the map and of this game number 1.
Baron goes in favor of ThunderTalk, but they cannot fight their way out of the pit. Haichao sacrifices all but one of his hit points to make sure that TT fall in the pit. Now they can set their eyes on some turrets. The tier 2s fall like butter at this point, just getting churned through super quickly, super easily. But this probably means, Grapes, that this game is going to continue to be a little bit longer. We've got no Baron, no pushing objective for either of these teams, no Soul coming through for another 5 minutes. It's a one fight for LNG, and it's great that they're able to turn all of the Barons away from ThunderTalk, but it doesn't give you...
are in a good position now. Also picking up their 3rd dragon. That means the next one would be Soul. As now Beishuan getting caught out here by Weiwei, but Hoya wants to make this a fight. Redemption keeps Beishuan alive, and the taunt will land onto Weiwei. The Viego in some trouble right now. He gets charged into the wall to make sure he can't take the blast cone. Here comes the hero's entrance. It knocks up 2, and that's a shutdown onto Weiwei, but Zika gets one in response. But now the Rumble is singled out and will be taken down here, as now it's 1xN with a ton of items taking control of this fight. Just going crazy with the bailout, keeping himself safe, gets the volley, and will finish the kill onto Photic before he eventually goes down.
So 4 for 2 there in the jungle.
ThunderTalk were still able to win that fight. And on the other side, Haichao just wasn't able to get involved as much, as we have another fight erupting. Zhuo already just getting singled out by the Enchanted Crystal Arrow. That is 1xN getting kill number 5. But it looks like they want the fight, while Haichao will take the Mountain Dragon on his own. It will surely be Soul for LNG. Can they win anything? No. It's going to be Haichao teleporting before the fight, and the arrow does not connect. So the Baron will be secured by ThunderTalk. Chain of Corruption goes onto 1xN, but he's able to cleanse out of it. Equalizer goes onto the main carries, and now fight.
3-man taunt!
3-man taunt from Hoya. Zhuo's already down, but look at Haichao with the Shurima Shuffle. Is not able to take anybody down just yet, but Photic will do so himself. Hoya and Beishuan, though, still so tanky on this front line, and that Poppy does a good amount of damage. Zika overheating, trying to find the feather. Will not be able to do so. Flashes onto him right now with that reinvigorated heat, and will finally take down the support, as now we got some tank combat here. A 1v1 between the top laners. Hoya will be able to take him down with the Hollow Radiance, and it will be ThunderTalk barely winning the fight for
Photic, who has as good a team fight on this poke Varus as you can hope to find. Constantly nailed. If I'm looking at ThunderTalk's side, Haichao doesn't actually need any more farm. He's full build as well, so we should be looking to get some gold onto Hoya elsewhere.
Oh, already Beishuan just tanking 1v5. Will he go down? Yes, he bit off a little
bit.
A 4-man Shockwave coming through from Satab. Saves the fight for Thunder.
Whether they can defend this top tier 2 remains to be seen. I think that LNG just with brute force.
Bring it up first, but LNG have a good angle into the pit. Zhuo looking for a hook, potentially to get Beishuan out, but look at the Creeper's verdict. It sends 2 away, and now TT can instantly burst down this Baron. Will it get stolen away? Absolutely not, as Beishuan smites it down. But now can they get away? It's still a 5v5, but the health bar is in very good locations. They're going to channel the resets, get back to base. But now we have the 7th dragon spawning in 20 seconds.
And they can get out, right? They task, and this Drake will fall much faster than than the Baron did, so TT, they need to get in now.
He had to lead the charge. He gets hooked up, taken very low, but not dead just yet. The hero's entrance keeps him up as LNG start up this 7th dragon. Haichao and Fodic, they burst this down quickly. Do they want to burst it down fast? Now Beishuan is in the area.
Flipping?
He tried to steal it away. It's going to be secured here by LNG as Weiwei picks it up. But now Zika is some trouble. He gets stunned up and Satap takes him down. Already a 1-0 in favor of ThunderTalk, but the soul goes to LNG.
They have mid prio as well. Hoya just needs to interrupt some bases and they can look to really do some damage to the base. 3 people all going to get back. They're going to lose their inhibitor for this. And remember, this is a 45-second death timer. They could inflict some real damage on the base of LNG. They've already taken 1 inhibitor. They have a wave prepped in the top lane, which they can look to, at the very least, take this tier 2 from. And with the amount of damage that they've got in their back pocket...
Cannon Minion is available on this as well. They should be able to take down the tier 3. The question is, will Zika spawn before the inhibitor is under threat? Beishuan threatening, looking for an heroic charge. The inhibitor will go down, but now Zika spawning in 2 seconds. There is a ward very, very deep in the river if they want to go for an extended play, but it looks like instead it'll be ThunderTalk escaping here with a 2,500 gold lead with Baron buff for another wave.
And in the end of it all, it's Hoya who comes up and makes the play that breaks the extended.
He's going to be the target here. Can 1xtend burn the spell shield? Not just yet. The smite, though, from Beishuan will, and the enchanted crystal arrow over the top will take the carry for LNG down. Another 4v5 opened on the map.
Down on that bot side, but as soon as Photic shows his face, those minions get eviscerated by the piercing arrow.
With the mist, able to escape, and now ThunderTalk have to probably just go on the defensive. Zhuo has the flash as well as the rocket grab. Hoya waiting in pursuit for a flank, and naturally it's going to be Beishuan to go into Haichao to start things off. There's the ultimate here from Feather, not going to find anybody, but Zika has been targeted once more and will go down again. Another pick here for TT as they have been playing this.
Is only able to catch these 3 supers, but he's actually under fire.
He's like got the red buff right now. He's got to get back to base or this game could end. A teleport coming in. It's going to be Satap joining the fray. 5 members strong for TT as only Haichao and Zhuo are here to defend the Nexus turrets. The first one goes down. The second one at half HP. Locket comes out to try to buy some time. Weiwei have to do something quicker. This game is just going to end. Hero's entrance comes down. They're focusing the Nexus and ThunderTalk win the 50-minute banger and get another step closer.